All right, here we go. We're going to be early. All right, so Cliff didn't waste any time asking the question. So for anyone that knows, leave your suggestions in the comments, and one of those suggestions will be the next week's thing. So here we go. This is part of my reference today. So this is one of my references. This is one of my references. This is one of my references. And this is one of my references. So take from that what you will. But let's get started. So thank you guys. It's Wednesday night. It's almost 10:30. It's 10:20, whatever. We got plenty of time. I think I may just change the time to 10:30 and be like, yo, it's 10 or 10:20. Be like 10:20. Apparently I don't need to pee as much as I thought I did in between 10 and 10:30. But so check this out though. Look at that right there. I don't know if you guys saw this last time, but boom. I got a new camera that zooms in. So if I need to draw small, I can zoom in, and then like that way you don't miss stuff, and then bam, just zoom right back out. So that's pretty cool. But emo green goblin, Harry, and back to the what are you drawing? I didn't see what order they came in, but so let's just get to it. I don't have time to fuck around. So remember, I have to try to keep this in a size that I think we can do. You know what? So first I'm going to start with this. So this is where I'm going to start with this reference first. I need to get that hand like that. And I got to try to figure out how, if his head is like, let's say his head is like right. Roughly, like we're not gonna, because see, sometimes when I draw, I have trouble matching head sizes to everything else that's going on. So the last thing I want to do is draw, the badass head, and then when we do the hand, and the hand's too small, and I gotta figure out. So if I don't know where is this hand going to be? Like, where would it, if it's attached to this shoulder, and he's like, let's figure that his shoulder comes out here. So it seems like let's see what would be this good size of a pumpkin bomb. I think this would be a good size of a pumpkin bomb. So let's see. Now, one of the things that I try to do when I do these Wednesday sessions is I'm starting from scratch. I don't want anything to be pre-done, because selfishly, I want you to see that there's no tomfoolery going on. You know what I mean? I am. So last week, oh shit, I forgot to change that in the damn. I meant to put it in the title of each show. So Green Goblin, Moon Knight, Hulk, and Spider-Man were the choices for this week. And I went with Green Goblin because I kind of had this, see that bomb doesn't look big enough. Not for what I want, not for as big as I want it to be in the hand. So let's give him a bigger bomb. You know what? We'll do it kind of off center like this. And since we've got the stencil out, right, we may as well go ahead and put like that little opening right here. And then to help sell it, you know, we'll pull this in a little bit. And then there, now we've got a good idea of where we're going. Yo, yo, yo. Try to keep on top of the comments and stuff. So be sure to get your suggestions in for next week. Like, I'd like to have more to choose from. Honestly, if I was being honest, I'd like to have more to choose from. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to try to just make sure that the size of the hand is kind of proportional to the head that I've chosen and roughly in the position that I need it to be in. Oh, that seems to come in a little bit more. So according to the reference, like I've already messed this up. I don't know if I should start over. Oh, look at that. He's got the creech coming in for a suggestion. So I don't want to erase my circles completely, but all right, let's see what we can do. I've already messed this up. So let's just say that the ball is here. Our pinky knuckle starts here. And then it comes down like this into the that just doesn't look like it. I'm starting to not enjoy. You know what? Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll turn the paper and shit will start to make sense. Because I wanted it to be, so that's the middle of the ball. So let's say that's the middle of the whole thing. So I need this to be kind of like right here. Obviously my ball isn't big enough to match this reference piece. All right, and then we go up like this. Oh, it kind of comes back like that. And then this one just comes out of here. It comes more like out of here. Comes up. I'm going to have to make some adjustments. It's fucked up. I don't like it, but I don't have time to, I don't feel like messing around too much with it right now. And this is part of the reason, like, I do these live to show you these mistakes, but I hate making them because I feel inferior. I feel inferior when I do these and make mistakes. So I don't enjoy it very much. All right, and then we'll have all the little, I don't know what's going on there. It just looks like shit. We'll see what happens. So now we have the size of our hand, roughly, and the size of our pumpkin bomb. Now I have to determine, and the shoulder and stuff isn't going to even be there, I don't think. We'll mess with that later. But I want this to be like the center line. About like that. Okay. And then I want to have the eyes a little bit shifted down. You know, so I always thought that when I draw these eyebrows, like, oh, Morbius for next week. Look at Jeffrey chiming in. We got some good choices for next week so far, or choices that I'm good with. Now, it doesn't have to be just comic book shit. Like, we can also think outside the box. But when you tilt your head forward and people are looking through their eyebrows like this, I always thought that nobody's eyebrows sit right on their eye, but the fact that their eye is back in their socket, the eyebrow looks like it sits right there. I don't know how to draw a smile from this angle, though. Michael Ratliff says, it's part of the process. Don't feel inferior. We all go through these sketches to get it out right. Yeah, but you know, with the added pressure of doing it while people are watching you, I mean, there's an inherent, you know, oh man, I don't want to lose their trust. I don't want to lose their faith in me. I don't want to come across as, you know, a jabroni, that type of stuff. Like it's that self-talk. And then always remember, like when their heads are pointed down, right? The ears are shifted up a little bit. So the ears will shift up and the hairline kind of follows that. I'm trying to figure out where the mouth line should be, like, or what type of smile to give, like what to do with the mouth to have it read like how the other side is going to be. You know, maybe a little. I don't think we would see too much of his upper lip at this angle, so it'd be a real thin upper lip. We'd see more of his bottom lip. Not that he's wearing lipstick or anything, but that's where things would be. So I'm really just marking down where things would be. That's what I'm doing here. Just trying, and then, you know, the little. All right, so there's that. Let's see. All right, now what I wanted to do is I'm going to take, you know, so right here is the other eye. So let's go ahead and make sure that doesn't match, but we need to get this eye to match. So it's about that far from the center line. So come in here, put it at a little bit of a slant, and then we'll see if that matches up. Not quite. Not quite high enough. Okay. For me, it's harder to draw this side of the face. I don't know why. I don't know what the science is on that. Yeah, that's close. That looks pretty close. Could your skills translate into working as a police sketch artist or a courtroom artist? I don't. I don't think that I have the skill set that would need it. I mean, I think the people that would suit would be the ones that can do caricatures really well, like the guys at Six Flags or the guys at the theme parks that can find out the key features in people and use those. Like that would be who could really pull it off. I hope that answers your question. I don't think I would. How about a zombie? Just a random ass zombie? All right. So there's our sketch that we're starting with. All right. Well, at the end, I have to write all these down. That's the fun part. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my light source be here and here, so that. Oh yeah. So I forgot to draw like. I want my goblin to be wearing like this mask with the eye holes cut out. So it can be exaggerated because it's not his real face. It's a mask in my world. I tried to look up like what the original, like, is it his face that's fucked up or whatever, but there didn't seem to be a completely solid answer. So we're 20 minutes in and this is all we have. I guess most of that time was spent on the awkward hand, right? So I'm needing my eraser right now. And I'm sniffing a whole bunch of dog fart. I know you're jealous. All right, we lightened it up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what I've got. And as I'm more comfortable moving this way so I can see it with my hand, like I can see what revealed. I don't like going this way with the art. So we're going to start on the far side here. And now this is where the other reference comes in. We're going to be playing with a similar lighting thing like this so that the whole center of the image will be black. That's the idea. So the whole center of the image will be black. So our light source is coming from the far side here. So I'm just putting in little markers so we can come back and see where things are when we're all done. Not jealous. Yeah, I get it. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of just feeling out the shapes, and then I'm going to come back in. No, don't come down here with that bullshit. And then I'll figure out where the lighting goes after that. So I just need to know where things are, and then I'll come back and I'll light it. I told you, don't come down here with that shit. Shut up. What are you doing? Dog, what are you doing? So this is just right now what I'm doing is I'm just leaving the marks down so that I can come back and erase all of the pencil stuff. That didn't quite work out, did it? Shit. Well, I just have to make sure that the other side of the head matches because I don't. All right, so we got that side done, right? And then we got like whatever, it's Green Goblin shit over here. Okay. Green Goblin shit over here, Green Goblin shit right here. All right, so now we got Harry Osborn. I mean, if more people ask questions and shit, like I would be talking. Otherwise, this gets pretty boring. But I can't make myself like as entertaining as it needs to be. Like I just don't have enough cool stories to warrant just random ass just babbling on and babbling on. All right, then the suit. Fucking fingers. Let me take a drink of my water before we get started and mess this up. And in order to make this even easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the hand be a gloved hand. So that way I take some of the pressure off myself to all right. So there's where we're starting for the person that stuck around. For the person that stuck around, this is where we're starting. All right. So now we're going to take this eraser and we're going to get rid of our pencil stuff. All right. And there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start. Had to make a phone call. All right, Jeff, we missed you, buddy. Jeffrey. But thank you. All right, so the idea here is, let's pull up our reference so we can talk about that. The middle of the face is going to be solid black. And then as we go to each side, that's where the light source is going to be coming from. So that's what we're doing here. So we're not going to see like a definite line down the middle of half and half. Like there's not going to be like, oh, that half is it. Like it's going to be like the light source turns it black, and then black, black, and then it turns it back to the light source. That's what we're trying to do here. I say we, but that's just what I'm trying to do. So I have to remember that the light is coming from both sides. So let's try. I don't know where to start because it just feels pretty big. So like light would catch this light. So this would all be black as well. So this will all be black. That's black, black, black. Let's have a little dent of black right there. And then we'll have like a little black right there. And as we come around from the cheek, it'll start to get black right here. This will be black. Well, that might catch some light. This will be black. There. I think that just about has what I want to do. So if you follow that, that is what I'm going to try to do. We'll see. I know this is riveting entertainment here. So I guess I should go ahead and also do the other side of the human side, right? So what we'll do is we will okay, that's all I'm going to do there. I don't know what I'm going to do with the mouth yet, so I haven't broached that subject. Like, I don't know how much of it I want to be lit. But right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline a couple of the areas that I know that I don't want to go past. And then now what I'll do is I'll get this guy here. This is my brush pen. This is my refillable Pentel pocket brush. That's what it's called. Let me look at my reference real quick and see if I'm just going to leave this all black. I don't want to. I have trouble right there doing that little dippy do in the. This could catastrophically fail, by the way. Like this could turn out to be a big, a terrible experiment. So just keep those expectations in check. I don't want anyone to. I don't want anyone to stick around and be like, yo, this doesn't look like it's going to turn into anything. So I got to stick around and watch and see if he can do it, because we don't know that that's the case. Like, I'm not super confident that we can get that done. In my head, I think I can do it, but having it translate into the piece of paper is, I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure. But for me, like the more I start laying down the heavy black, it starts to take form. It starts to feel better in my head. So the quicker I start blocking out these big lumps of color, the easier it'll be for me for my brain to kind of feel like it's doing what it's supposed to. If that makes any sense anyway. All right, so that, see, now it kind of looks mildly acceptable. We need to carry the darkness out further because that's what's going to sell it. This one little sliver of black isn't great. So this is like the cast shadow from that mask. Like all of this will be solid black because of how the eyes are inset in the mask, right? So that's the idea of what I'm thinking I'm trying to do either way. And so now he's wearing like a little mask thing, right? So that's going to sit off of his head a little bit, and that's going to create a little shadow. Like that. So that's cool. All right. All right, starting to look okay. Starting to look okay. So I've messed this area up, and I'm trying to fix it now. I've lost track of where my light was and what I was doing. So now it's going to be about recovery. Yeah, I lost track. I lost track of what I was doing. Thank you, Jeffrey. I lost track of what I was doing, where my light was, and what I had mapped out. Frustration sets in. I would sell all of them. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. That's the reason I try to pick things that people may want. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what price to sell them at. Like, I'm taking my time with them, and my headshots are normally $75, and that's really quick shit. So I think I would have to set these at 75 as well. Just I haven't had anybody make me an offer or express interest in one. So I haven't had to cross that bridge, and I don't have a whole lot of shows lined up. So there hasn't been a need for me to like, oh shit, I should probably price these out so I can go to the convention. And I think that looks pretty good. Well, Rob, if you can't put it together, then I have failed because I was trying to do a Norman Osborn Green Goblin thing where the light comes like that to reveal, half Green Goblin, half Norman Osborn. That's the goal. That was what I pictured in my head, and I knew that it would be a long shot to see if I could get it done. I knew it would be a long shot. I knew it'd be a long shot. Do 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 do. So since we're here, let's go ahead and knock this shit out. Yeah, I get it. It was just like I thought it would be cool. Like I knew what my choices were for this week, and I was like, well, shit. I don't just want to do a regular old Green Goblin, and I don't want to just draw another Green Goblin flying around on his little flying machine. And I didn't want to get too complicated and do like this huge pinup piece that was going to take me more than the 2 hours that I allot. Not that it has to be 2 hours, but I really don't want anything to go over 2 hours. You know what I mean? That's just ridiculous. So I try to play within what I think I can get done and also not do the static headshot profile headshot that I would do that I could do in, 45 minutes, and it would still be pretty baller, but it's not me learning anything. It's not me testing my boundaries. It's not me getting any benefit out of the practice, and I don't want to do anything that I'm not getting. Like, the whole thing is me getting practice. That's what I'm doing here. I'm getting practice. I'm interacting with people. Like, that's for me what this is for. And if I just do the stuff I'm already proficient in, then why bother? I mean, I'm sure that my stream would be 1,000 times. I'd have 1,000,000 subscribers if I only did like the hot shit that I know how to do already and just kept doing the hot shit. Being like, oh my God, that dude draws it every time, and it's like money every time. That would be nice, but I would be doing myself a disservice if I did that. So, don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, sir. I want to try to experiment a little bit and still be like, I still want it to look good, but I want to experiment a little bit. At least I think I do. Until I do enough of these and people are like, golly, dude, draw something you're fucking good at. Stop wasting my motherfucking time. Don't waste my motherfucking time. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost done. Shit, what have we been doing? We've been doing this for an hour, so we may finish up at about an hour and a half. Doesn't mean it's going to be any good, but we may be finished. And isn't that all that truly matters, is just being finished? Partly, yes. What do I say all the time? Get shit done. Waiting for perfection and waiting, like all that stuff, like you may not ever get anything done. People in positions of that could help you out would rather see 80 failures with each failure better than the last, like with improvement from the last one. They'll hire that person or work with that person before they say they hire the guy that says, you know what, I'm really just waiting to get it just right. Somebody that has done work will be hired. So this may not be the best piece, but it'll be a complete piece and I'll be done. And then we can move on to the next one. And then the next time I draw something similar to this setup, I will be better at it because I will have already tried it this way and I will make changes. Rob says, I experiment a lot, maybe to my detriment. I don't think that can be true. It may impede the speed of the progress, but I don't ever think that would be, you'll never learn anything if you don't. Ooh, shit. Not sure. Not sure about you. Not sure. Not sure if I like this. That insane clown posse stuff I did started off as an experiment. Like you just did it on your own and they saw it and picked you up, or they asked you to do it and you're like, all right, well, I got to figure out how to do this. Not big enough. So what we'll do is we'll do this. So I guess I should try to get this a little bit measured. Let's see. I don't know. Whatever. I don't feel right. Golly. I need a ruler that measures. So it's just under 3 to the what you call, so just under 3. So that means I need to be right about there. I do. Oh, shit. Jeff is asking if I do commissions, and the answer to that is yes. I have an idea. All right. Just know that it's commissions are one of the priciest things that I do. Now, if your commission is just for a sketch cover, like let's say, Bryan, I want you to do a sketch cover on a comic book, the blank comic books. It's $75 to do a profile headshot. And then like to do something like this Transformers piece that I'm working on. Oh, look at this. Watch it. Ready? Boom. To do this Transformers piece like this. This is $500 to get an 11x17 with all this good shit on it. I'm not afraid to tell people what I charge. Some people be like, hit me in the comments or DM me. And I'm just like, I don't know why that artists do that. Maybe they're kind of embarrassed of their prices, or they don't want to be, they don't want to be judged by what they're charging. I guess that's why. I don't know. But like if someone were to commission this right here, this is more than a $75 piece for me. This would be like $100 piece at least for the amount of time that I'm putting into it. But the reason I've sold this one for $75 is because nobody asked for this. This wasn't a commission. This is just something I did that I'd like to get rid of. I'd like it to have a home. I think having this black background in this little area will really help understand where the light, that this is a dark setting and the light is coming from the side. I think this will make this a little more fun to look at, and your head should be able to, at least my head will be able to figure out what's going on. Shit'll make a lot more sense. You know what I mean? Like it already looks like it makes more sense. You know what I mean? That looks cool. And then I know that I still have to do this hand. I know that I have to do the hand. But like I discussed earlier, like I need my brain to accept what's going on for me to feel comfortable to move on. And sometimes, most times, what that is me needing to see more balance between my black and white areas. For some reason, my brain really loves there to be a great deal of black. Maybe not as much as the white, but there needs to be, you know, a good portion of black on the page. Like I could never do that open line art style that some artists and some books and stuff like they have it, where you really don't add any black. You just do the lines of what things are, and then you go. And I wouldn't feel good. And most of that is like the people that do digital art can really do that stuff really well. Because with the digital stuff, you can have like fixed line weights on your brushes, and you can keep things clean. I haven't found a way to do digital stuff that makes me fully happy, because I can't do straight lines very well. So when I use my Clip Studio Paint, I have to have my stability setting really high. And when my stability setting is so high so that I can get my big long lines in there, it makes it difficult to do the small details because it tries to smooth them out because of your stabilization smooth setting or whatever it is, you know. And I just don't have the patience to bounce back and forth and change the setting because I'm going to go into detail. Like my mind doesn't do that. Like I'll do a long line and then I'll go and go in there and do the detail. And I don't want to have to do the line, come back out, select a different brush. You know, I don't want to have to do that. So what I do is I draw like this on paper, and then I'll scan it in to the computer, and then I'll use the software to like help me like correct mistakes and stuff like that. So let me show you this for anyone that may be new. Let's zoom out here. Boom. All right. So I do my layout digital to make sure that my composition and everything is going to work. So I do all of this digital, but this isn't a drawing. This is just like a sketch to keep me where things need to be. And then I will shine a light through it, and then I'll draw on this side of the paper. So I did digital to do this. Then I do pen and ink to do this, and then I'll scan it in, and I will clean it up again with the digital. So that is kind of the SilverbaX process. All right, so we're left with this. Now you got to ask yourself, which light source do I plan on using, or do I still plan on using both? Because you could really light that pumpkin bomb up with some rim lighting. That would be fun. So let's do the glove first, since that shouldn't be too hard, because the glove light is going to be coming from this side, right? So we know that. So we can kind of treat the rest of this, and there'll be a little light coming from that way. So the light's hitting here, right? So this will start to get, you know, that's the little seam in the gloves that gloves have. You know, the fingers have these little seams in them on the sides. All right, so I need to go ahead and do this while I'm thinking about it. I'd like to give it, yeah, oh, that's the same thing you said earlier. So that's going to cast a shadow on our ball. That's why we left that rim light there, right? So we can find our finger. Let's just say that maybe the light's bouncing up off of and then this one will be a little awkward because the light's coming from the other side too. Right, and then so this, I think that'll be mostly dark. That'll be black. It could go either way. And hopefully, like if you were working with a colorist, you could expect them to pull off some of the tricks that are needed to show off the two different light sources. Like because there's just some tricks that you probably shouldn't do with just black and white, you know, like I need it to be balanced. So I'm trying to, I need it to feel symmetric. I need it to feel symmetric. Oy. Let's let some of that dry for a second. Ooh, too much. Wow, I just about had an accident. There we go. I think I'm done. And that is what we have done today. So we have the suggestions for next week. Let's see. I think we have suggestions are as follows. How about a zombie? Morbius. Oh, I thought I saw Swamp Thing. Oh, Creech. Creech, Morbius. Creech, Morbius, zombie. Oh, maybe one that came out of the swamp as far as the zombie goes. All right, so a zombie coming out of the water. Creech. Oh, a killer Santa. Rob is asking for the Hulk, which was one of this week's options. But so thank you guys for joining me. Let's see, what can we do to kind of make this feel symmetric? Oh, I didn't do this. So there we go. So thank you guys. Be good people. Treat each other with kindness. All of those things. I forgot to do this a couple of times. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And don't forget to go to silverbaX.com and then check out the Tampon Man and all the other stuff that I have going on. I'd really appreciate it. So until next week, we'll see you guys later. You guys just continue to be cool.